What's going on, guys? Good morning. It's been a minute since I've posted on YouTube. I've stayed active on Instagram, but therapy and stuff like that has taken up a lot of my time. But I wanted to go over some baits today, some finesse baits from Kasumi Design that I know will help you catch more bass, especially right now during the so-called summer to fall transition, depending on where you're at in the country. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I've been a big fan of Kasumi Design for years. Posted a lot of the baits they have, which is very unique. The most important part is they catch fish. One of my favorites is their jig line, which is the non-stack jig. I'm out here on the upper Potomac. It's still slightly stained from Ida, and other than Ida, we had constant rains, so it's usually crystal clear, but we've got some stain to it. And I'm going to take the non-stack jig and a couple soft plastics, including their new soft plastic, the Dancing Bone Doctor. We're going to look at it. I haven't had a chance to fish with it that much yet, but right off the bat, you can see it's a very unique bait. This is the smaller version, and first glance you can just tell the action it's got. It's got tremendous action. Right away you can see all kind of different ways that you could rig this for success. The bigger size, something I would definitely implore for largemouth. This is a predominantly smallmouth water, so we're gonna focus on smallmouth today. And I'm gonna show you what I'm using and how I'm fishing it, and give my thoughts on it. This is the bigger size though, and I mean you can see free rig, Carolina rig, even a Texas rig, jig trailer. I mean it's unlimited what you can do with this bait, and it's got a lot of appendages. You can see it's not the everyday appendages you see on baits. These are cupped, they've got tentacles, so they're going to give off a lot of vibration. I can see you dead sticking this in current and getting and having bites, having success, getting bites with this bait. The non-stack jig, guys, it's my favorite finesse slash micro jig. It's just bar none one of the best jigs you can buy. They have awesome skirt material. The most unique thing is the head design. As you can see, it's got that flat head, so you've got kind of a hybrid jig head in this. And being on a little small river system like this, we've got a lot of rock. We do have grass in here, but this head design really excels. I've fished it in grass, in rock, and I have fished it everywhere. The Susquehanna, here, other bodies of water. It comes through cover great. It stands up awesome. So you can see when you're at rest, you just tighten up your line. Whatever soft plastic you want to employ on it, it's got a nice little profile to it. They've got awesome colors, awesome hooks, the weed guards, everything is top notch. I've never been disappointed with this jig, this non-stack jig. It's one of the best that I have ever fished as far as a jig in the range of, let's say, 2.7 grams up to 7 grams. You know, you're looking at, eighth on up to you're getting up into the 3/16 quarter ounce. So they have really impressed me with their jig year after year. I haven't been disappointed with it. Today we're gonna take a couple of their jigs out. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me post this. We're going to take this one out. This is a 3.5 in case they want a little bit smaller profile, as well as a slower fall, and that of course is going to depend on current. And then I've got one of their 7 grams with the Bone Doctor on it. So I'm kind of excited about throwing this, see what happens with this one. On this one I'm throwing a Destroyer hien if I said that correctly. I got a daiwa SV reel on there with a samurai fluorocarbon 10-pound, and on this other one I've got a destroyer speed tip custom daiwa steez CT and 7-pound samurai fluorocarbon. So light line, but this rod, as long as you use the proper equipment as far as your rod and reel goes, and you let your drag work, you can get away with this light line. I actually used this on the lower Potomac fishing for largemouth and done well. So we're gonna go out and cast around a little bit and see if I can catch a few. We've got the Bone Doctors, we've got the Kasumi non-stack jigs, and I've got some other baits from Kasumi I have shared before, but I'm going to go into depth with them a little bit more and show what they look like up close, how they act, more importantly how they catch fish, being the most important thing. I'm going to try this smaller version on a couple different applications. I'm thinking maybe I might drop shot it. I'm gonna start with the jig, but this 2.5 inch should be just the right size for these smallmouth. So come along, guys. I hope you're having a great start to the week. Let's see if we can catch a few. Apologies, my friends, but of course, as soon as I got to my first spot, somebody came down to the river's edge and started using a chainsaw. So I'll do a little voiceover and then a recap at the end of the video. This was my first catch of the day, a nice 3.7 pounder that hit the Kasumi Design 3.5 gram jig with a flat tail minnow or grub soft plastic trailer. Very nice fish, put up a hard fight. You really got to have patience when you're using 7-pound line, that's for sure.
Just won't touch you. Got him. Oh yeah. Smoked it. Should have had this out to begin.
Okay, right here I've moved up the river about 200 yards, and what I was doing was dead sticking that jig. As you can see, I bring it through the grass and then kill it, and they just pick it up. Awesome bite though. All 3 catches on this video is using the spade tail grub with the 3.5 gram jig. And for this third catch, I was about to leave and I pulled up on another dock and decided to rip some grass that's right there on the channel edge. Good results. Really decent catches for this body of water this time of year,
You just never know what's laying.
especially with the staying water conditions. Kasumi Design, guys. Hard to beat. Gotta love it, man. Love these bronze backs. Awesome fish. Awesome jigs, guys. Thank you, my man. It's a great looking fish. Very healthy. Thank you, Father.